time around. Here's Noku. That's going to be a turnover here. Cjay Perez will try to get the last say of this one. That's a 4-pointer, and Cjay Perez gets that 4.
Look at how far he is away from the 4-point line. And it finds the bottom of the nylon. Doesn't even touch rim.
In the semifinals, San Miguel averaged around 22 assists per game. Right now, TNT are finding ways to disrupt the San Miguel Beermen. But Cjay Perez will not be disrupted. He drains a big 4.
Oh, quick hands coming from Chris Ross. And now Junmar wants to go on the attack. CJ connects! What a waste for TNT.
It was only 0.8 if they won it. Perez left wide open for 3. That's a recipe for disaster.
It's just game-long brilliance for CJ.
Can't put it in. That's batted over to Rosales. Cjay Perez all alone on the other end. Stuffs it in with one hand. Speaking of firing on all cylinders, every single one of them has produced in this ball game. As Cjay Perez provides a highlight reel for the San Miguel Beermen fans.
And all of these 3 baskets have come from that point of attack for the Gin Kings.
Oh, quick attack coming from Cjay Perez. That side is wide open as he gets an end-one opportunity.
Getting to the basket. And how many times do you blow by a lockdown defender and even an excellent rim protector in Japet Aguilar and Scotty Thompson?
It looked like Scotty was giving... Perez will have to act quick. CJ with it on the switch against Henry Galinato. CJ wants a 4. Oh my goodness! Go ahead, 4!
Backside and kind of live with the results. And what a shot. Surely a 4, no toe on the line. Cold-blooded right there.
I mean, he's just one of the best scoring weapons in the PBA today, and he reminds us why. Galinato overplaying the drive, losing his balance, could not recover anymore to close out.
Hey, that's a tough match, and that's how basketball works. We're praising Henry here on the offensive end on a great finish, but at the same time, you got to play both ends. He's in a tough spot, 5-man.
A lot of quick hands from Ginebra.
What a play. Taking advantage of the size mismatch.
So right here, Chris Ross very smart to see who's not ready to play defense. Jason David had his back turned.
Forward from Adamson.
Oh, good hands from Brondial completing the takeaway. Forward pass to Trollano. Don connects, and he draws the foul as well.
He thought it was an easy basket here. Trollano on the other end finds CJ. CJ takes off and scores. Shot clock down to 2. Perez kisses it off the glass. What an angle!
Making things happen. And Cjay Perez looking at the shot clock.
And that could actually address some of the defensive problems that they've had earlier on. And this is also a time for Cjay Perez to free himself up and score baskets like that. Dominic Fajardo will go and shoot 2. Let's take a look at Cjay Perez with the reverse.
Beautiful shot there coming from CJ.
On 3-point territory in that game 4 win.
Chris Rosales gets a 2. Much needed 2. Cjay Perez is going to try to crack double-digit scoring here from San Miguel Beermen, and he does it with a slam.
On the other side. And this is Cjay Perez at his best.
This defensive stop is brought to you by Pioneer Lassasian. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Cjay Perez showing everyone that the San Miguel Beermen are not out of this, despite that red-hot shooting.
San Miguel still hot. Parang tumawid, coach, yung init nila against the Titan Ultra in their last game. CJ all the way for an N1.
Effective to his right. This is what happens when you hit a shot from way out. Opens up the driving lane.
He's still very young. He's still very young. He's starting to take some threes as well. Tautua. CJ, step back 3 ball on the way. Puts it in.
There's Altamirano. Trying to feed Una. Connection not quite there. Here's CJ driving straight away.
Prince Looking for a teammate. The pass intercepted there by CJ. Perez surveying the floor. Perez to Jeron. 3-ball, got it! What a game and first half here for Jeron Teng.
Cjay Perez has not yet attempted a shot upon his return into this ball game. Perez sneaks in against a defensive hold for an end one.
Has to happen for San Miguel with the remaining time that's left here in quarter 2, as the three-point well has dried up for the San Miguel Beermen. Although
Cjay Perez had a good start in this one. Oh, tough bucket for Cjay with the left. Partner.
Lastimosa attacks baseline. His pass stolen again. 10th steal on the mat for SMB, and that finger roll is good. Try to go back to Junmar. The help coming from Ralph Koo. Fajardo, cross-court pass. CJ, skies, finger roll layup is gone.
Oh, fantastic basket by CJ Perez.
Kailangan ba natin magpangga?
Actually po.
tayo. Ganda dito sa Shaw Boulevard.
Maraming parol.
Another basket coming from JM Calma.
Defensive effort as they have shown so far. Only 5 points so far for Ginebra in this game. Already 10 rebounds.
CJ, his drop pass to Rodney Brondial. He scores inside.
He smells blood in the water. He goes strong, and he couldn't get that to fall, but Junmar Fajardo saves it for himself. And Cjay Perez refuses to end the possession without a point.
Miguel Beer. And now this will surely inspire the rest of the team, the entire bench, to do better, because the two stars are taking the lead.
You cannot say that these two guys are...
For Henry Galinato Jr. Forward pass, Junmar, rim running for 2.
Contest the jump shot, take off, and get an easy 2 points on the other end.
Shot clock is winding down. Perez, that's a great pass. How did he see Rodney Brondial?
Always on the attack, very aggressive to start this game.
16-3, 7:35 left to go here in the opening period. CJ over to Rodney. Easy basket down low there for the San Miguel Beermen. For a 19-2 run. And here in the second quarter as well.
big drill that you're running during scrimmages or practices. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Thompson 5 of 5. Perfect as well for total 12 points.
Oh, he won't miss.
Oh,
That's
my.
the toughest shot of this game so far. But look at this move. The step back created so much space against the defense of Scotty Thompson. Again, that's the toughest shot attempt. Look from downtown, another completed stop for the San Miguel Beermen. CJ on the early ball screen, the Pinoy step, scoring 2 on the layup.
So tough in transition.
Ross back in the ball game, finds Perez. Perez will launch and hit.
Good entry pass. Perkins, though, loses it momentarily. They recover. Scramble for the loose ball. It is picked up by CJ. Now they're pushing. Looking for the tie or the lead. Jericho connects from downtown.
Just moving very well. 23 big points right now for Don Trujano.
You know, coach, the defense is so focused still on Junmar. And here is another breakaway. Boom!
Played by the San Miguel Beermen. Look at that defense. Very quick. And then that fast break. That's going to be the 6th point of Cjay Perez here in this quarter.
Defensive stop is brought to you by Pioneer and Lastocil. CJ puts it down. Jericho Cruz delivers, and a foul is going to be called on Ambata.
Going to his strong side, and then Kelly Williams.
Here's Cjay Perez. Junmar Fajardo getting touch of the ball at the top of the key. Take a look at this, the blitz and the attack. Junmar Fajardo just too big. Using the pick there. Big from Motautua. Cjay Perez doesn't see Marshall. Takes it all by himself. He doesn't need it.
They jumped into Gilas Pilipinas duties and they practice hard. I mean, I witnessed their work coach at the Inspire in Calamba, Laguna. They work really hard, but right now,
Perez waiting for his teammates. Perez gets it down to Fajardo, and he gets the basket. Wanted the foul, not going to get it.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
And here it is. Not sure how he got that, but guided it into the basket.
Very unselfish for Mark Nonoy. But then again, here on the other
CJ
side,
Perez!
he just
Oh
knows.
my goodness!
He just knows how to penetrate. He just knows where the gaps are.
Now in the ball game, after this basket, the hoop and the harm there for the Predator. Been unstoppable here in the second.
Perez using the screen coming from Ross. And now the screen from Junmar. CJ still with it. The step back three straight away. It's gone. Another one. He has 18 first half points. Ross goes to CJ. Perez goes under for the reverse.
Lil Pinoy step right there.
It was so left.
Yeah. CJ Perez. Oh, he's so tough to stop.
He's just playing a different game.
The superpower of the San Miguel Beermen is that no matter how big the lead, they could go on a tear, and all of a sudden, it goes away in the blink of an eye. And CJ Perez is going to be one of the guys who's going to be hoping he
Wants to go to BGR. Stolen by Roddy Brondial. Forward pass. CJ off the Euro. Finger roll. Gets it to drop. Transition right now. First quarter of Game 5. Roddy Brondial just staying present. Staying in front of Kelly Williams. Tapping that ball loose. And CJ Perez will close it down on the other side. 7-0 start for SMB, forcing this early timeout coming from Coach Chotreyes.
Lead is 13. Getting away was Don Troliano.
Most guys, when they're mad, they shoot it right away.
Perez to the scoop. Oh, CJ Perez. What a first half it's been for him. 4-point line. And this Babak player of the half is brought to you by Devant. Enjoy unforgettable.
Kick out, top of the key. CJ launches a four this time. Oh my goodness! That's 26 in the first quarter.
It's just that they're playing so well, going up against one another. But in this last sequence, it was RJ Abarientos against CJ Perez.
But the degree of difficulty in the shots now for CJ Perez. CGR goes on the move, still wanting to go to the left side, but he's forced to a miss. BGR currently down, one man down on defense, and that's the result. An end one coming from Junmar Fajardo. 30-18 in favor of the San Miguel Beermen. And this is very similar in terms of the score line, with the Junmar now on the free throw line for the bonus.
Without even having to jump.
And RJ thought he was open. Nice pass from Troy, but what a move by CJ Perez. Again, no one picking him up early.
Rosales exits the other side. CJ has it versus Balungay. Perez, the draw, the high looping layup is gone.
And over the outside chance of Kai Balungay. How hard was that shot?
Marshall finds CJ on the move. Basket and one opportunity here for Perez.
That's a reaching foul right there coming from Scotty Thompson, from Jeremiah Gray. And then yun, sabit na sabit eh, no? Talagang foul.
Tautua with the handoff finds Perez. Ross looks a little shaken up.
Wow.
CJ Perez can just get to his spot whenever he wants.
Of course. This one. Ooh. Side step. Euro step.
Oh, yeah, CJ Perez in the corner. Gotta do it all again if you're NLEX. High pick and roll coming in. Rondial gets it and scores.
What a great feed coming from CJ Perez to Brondial.
Jordan heading in too deep there. Rebound is claimed by Fajardo. They're two-man down on defense. CJ all the way.
Great defense right there.
And a counter steal here. Perez against Baldi. Perez all the way to the cup for two.
In the ball game.
Here's that steal by San Miguel over to CJ Perez with the advantage in foot speed. Scoring on Balti. The lead back to San Miguel.
What about Balti being very intelligent?
You always make the last shot even before you leave the gym, because if you die a winner.
I get you. Well, of course, even though a lot of fans would love that nostalgia